night, a bunch of bats soar through the air, going from tree to tree collecting fruit. Bats are commonly known for spreading diseases, being Halloween creatures, or used for witchcraft. Be honest, are you a believer of these myths? Today we will reveal the truth about bats. Are they fruit saviors or disease stealers? Bats in some cases can be like butterflies, pollinating our fruit and flowers. For example, in the Sonoran Desert, they fly from their island to feast on the cacti flowers. Soon, they spread it across the Sonoran Desert. Grey and black-headed flying foxes help pollinate our paperbark and eucalypt forests. They do this by collecting all the pollen on their whiskers and then dispersing it across the forest. Without bats, we would lose 300 different fruit species. Some of them are mangoes, peaches, bananas, figs, and dates. When a bat eats fruit, it will digest the fruit seeds as well. This is how the bat keeps the fruit alive. The seeds stay in their stomach until the next time they poo. The poo has seeds inside of it from what the bats eat. Once it is completely out, the bat leaves the seeds to be absorbed by the ground and turn into a fruit plant. Now let's take a look at a bat colony near you.
Here in Bendigo, they have one of the largest bat populations with 38,000 bats. That's one bat for every third person. In Sydney, they have 60,000 bats, but since they have more people, that's only one bat for every 83rd person. Bendigo is divided because some people think bats are good for the environment and others don't like them because they're loud, stinky, and have health risks. But are these concerns valid? Even though you can get sick from a bat, it's a very low chance, and they are stinky and noisy, but you have to find a way to live with them because there are laws around bats. You can't harm or remove them from their habitat.
Some people actually live with bats. These are special bat carers who help keep bats alive and safe when they are in trouble. Here we see my aunt caring for bat babies who were rescued during a heat wave. Heat waves and climate change are one of the fights bats are facing. They are also vulnerable to a deadly fungal infection on their noses and wings called white nose syndrome. They're also vulnerable to habitat loss, human interference such as lights, and climate change. My aunt and any bat carer must have a special vaccination to protect both them and the bats from diseases. My aunt says that bats make a great roommate. Once you gain their trust, you can give them cuddles, are friendly, and they love a good bottle of special bat formula. They're also really cute, as you can see. Bats also help with pest control. Because part of their diet is insects, they reduce the need for pesticides, saving us billions of dollars a year. In Australia, each bat eats up to 1,000 mosquitoes per hour. That's 12,000 per night, 4.3 million per year, even on a non-leap year. And bats eat many other bugs too, like lawn grub moths, weevils, caterpillars, beetles, midges, and flying termites. Can you imagine how much that saves us on pest control? Or would you rather have some of those lovely bugs sucking your blood or eating your house? Bats are essential for our survival, and they need our help. Here are some of the things you can do to help save the bats. Become a social ambassador. Learn more about the bats and tell your friends and family. Turn off unnecessary lighting. Lights can disturb or deter bats. Create your own natural habitat for bats. Use dead or dying plants to help create a bat's habitat for roosting. Do everything you can to stop climate change. Walk or ride to school. Plant trees in your garden to absorb carbon dioxide. Recycle and reuse. Bats are a misunderstood species, hated for their noise and smell, but they are the reason we can have avocado on toast for breakfast, mango juices, dates before a race, or just a plain old banana. We have to do everything we can to help save the bats. That's it! Something that inspired me to do this video production was my aunt, who had a love for bats, and she made me want to learn more about them because I know they're hated, but do they actually deserve to be hated? And the answer is no in my video. I expect the audience to see that bats aren't just a pest that's noisy in the sky or just stinks and pollutes the air with its stench. I expect the audience to see that bats are cute creatures who love the things we love, like fruit, and they're the reason we get to eat them, and hate the things we hate, like pests, so they eat them for us. And they save so much money that I don't think anyone can complain. My video displays the scientific principle of education in a documentary style way. It is beneficial because it combines storytelling, myth busts and facts at the same time, making it better for a wider variety of audience. I used my mum's iPhone 13 and Final Cut Pro for the editing, and I used reputable sources on the internet to find my information. Yes, someone did help me, and it was my mum, and she filmed and helped me with the editing and taught me how to edit. It took about 12 to 15 hours to do. Yes, I did have to edit, and I used Final Cut Pro. You put the videos into the timeline and sort it out and add transitions.